Well, this is the first. Start the live stream, and nobody's here but me. Oh, me. It's a couple of minutes early. Let's see. People ought to show up. And if they don't, this won't be much of a live stream today. Somebody just came in, because now it says two watching instead of one. So it's not just me, it's me and somebody. Of course, till they put something in the chat, I don't know who's here. I could take a couple of guesses. Ah, that's not who I would have guessed. How y'all doing over there in Alabama? How you feeling, Dave? Thomas. Now that's who I would have guessed. And he'll have to go back and watch to see what I would have guessed. Don't tell him, Dave. How you feeling over there, Dave? You a little bit under the weather with what you've gone through, or you getting over it pretty good? And you too, Thomas. How's your pain level doing? Not doing so good, Dave. Ah, Shane is in the house. How you doing, Shane? Dave, what's the matter? You just generally under the weather, or you got other issues going on? Well, I don't think I'm buffering or anything. Am I getting out? Is the video looking good and the audio sounding good? How long is your staycation, Shane? And is this a staycation as in pre-planned vacation, or is this a staycation as in stay home and away from the bug? Well, apparently my audio and video are doing okay. Thomas, you said you were doing good until today. What happened today? Well, Dave, if it's a tooth problem, I got a solution for that. If they won't head this way, I got some needle nose pliers. I'll get that sucker out for you. Yeah, Thomas, I kind of figured you would. That's kind of the way you are. You just can't sit still. You got to do what the doctor says, which is really, really hard to do sometimes, I know. Well, okay, so far we got, it says there's three, but there should be four. There should be Shane, Thomas, Dave, and Darcy, and I show up. When it says so many are watching, that includes the person doing it, so there should be four. But it says three. Oh, we'll give folks a few minutes to get in here. Shane, you said spur of the moment thing. Are you avoiding the bug, or you just wanted to take a break? Well, Dave, I got some pliers. Hey, Ron, you know, I told y'all about the book on how to create great soil for your gardens. The book that Bobby McNutt sent me. Well, Ron Nitzel that just came in and I am probably butchering your last name, Ron. Nitzel, something close to that. There's the man that wrote that book I told y'all about. If you want to know how to have dirt that will make stuff grow, and that's not really accurate. Dirt has absolutely no nutrients in it. When you make good stuff that'll grow, it's no longer dirt, it is soil, and there is a difference. And there's the man that'll tell you how to get good soil in your garden to make stuff grow. There you go. He put the name of it in there. The Green Wizard's Guide. Hang on a second. Let's see. Oh, me. I told y'all about, I'm sore today. Told y'all about it before, but there it is. You got to get it where the light doesn't glare on it. The Green Wizard's Guide. That will tell you how to turn dirt into soil. Dirt won't grow nothing. Soil will grow whatever you want. Oh, let me see here. I'm letting somebody up. Okay, thunderstorms. Ooh, I'm glad. We actually have a few days clear without rain down here, Thomas, which is unusual lately. Lots of vacation, decided to fish. Kinfolk, you better catch you some turtles pretty quick. You know, the kind you want to clean and cook, not those box turtles you've been catching. You better get some snappers in those traps of yours so that I can see how to clean a turtle. I've always heard turtle meat was really good. I've always heard turtle was a pain in the rear end to clean. So I've never bothered to try. You do a video on catch, clean, cook on turtle, I'm going to be paying real close attention to that clean part, and I'm going to start trying that. Let's see. And also, Shane, you'll probably already know this, but I'm going to tell you anyway. The best part of your videos, and don't tell YouTube I said this, because then they'll say it's for kids and they'll slam on you. But the best part of your videos is your grandkids. Let's see. Oh, really? Walmart's got your book on the website? That is cool. Hey, Bobby. Are you back on, or are you just on as a viewer? Pretty easy to clean after the first one. Well, I hadn't done the first one yet. And the first one I clean is going to be virtual, because I'm going to be sitting there watching you pretending like it's me and filing that away so I'll know how to do it. Of course, once I learn how to clean a turtle, I got to go figure out how to go catch one, right? I don't have a pond or a lake like you do. Back, just taking a break. Well, that's good. We were just talking about you a minute ago. You might have been in here listening and lurking and sitting in the background, but I was just talking about the book Ron wrote that you sent me. Hey, Walter. How are you doing this afternoon? Oh, me. If I seem a little bit whipped today, nothing's wrong. I am a little bit whipped today. I've got one way I pick up some extra money is I've got a 29-foot RV travel trailer camper that I bought back in 2009 after my house burned to live in while I was rebuilding my house, and after that I started renting it out, and in over 10 years it kind of got shall we say, rundown. And I was in danger of becoming a slumlord instead of a landlord. And it was taking tons of upkeep. I was out there having to fix something 2-3 times a week. So this past week I bought another one. Put the one I had on Facebook, and I had on there, this is a deer camp trailer or a storage box. It is not anything you want to live in. Sold it for $600 and got another 29 footer, newer, nicer, in good shape. And we put it in yesterday and got it where it needed to be and got it leveled and all that, and it whooped me. So I'm just a little bit on the tired side today. Takes me a couple days to recover. Oh, let's see. Walter, you are right about the lame apocalypse. It is not. Okay. I hope nobody with YouTube listens to this thing this deep in, because all of a sudden they'll slam it and demonetize it. I've had 5 videos demonetized in the last week and a half because it was about, the lame apocalypse. But if you want to know what the lame apocalypse is about, I'm going to hit this. It's political. I'm going to say it one time, and then we're done with politics on this video. Okay, folks? So just keep that in mind. I won't respond about politics anymore after this. But they're calling it a pandemic. Make it a dem as in Democratic. It's not a pandemic. It's a dem panic. Rahm Emanuel, years back when he was Obama's advisor, never let a good crisis go to waste. There you go. That's what's going on. And that's the end of politics on this video. Oh, let's see. Bobby, I didn't know you had another video up. I saw the one where you were going to quit doing video. I didn't know you put another one after that. Yeah, Dave, some things come ahead of videos. Dinner's one of them. The better your wife can cook, the more important dinner is. And just listening to y'all and looking at Darcy, I'll bet she can cook really good. Might be almost as good as me. Oh, me. On the Farm with JT, welcome. Always glad to have somebody new in here. Just so you'll know, in case you just accidentally stumbled in, didn't hear about it or anything, just so you'll know, this live stream is every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern. It usually has a homesteading topic. The last couple haven't because of all the weird stuff going on in the world. This one doesn't, because I want to check it. We got a kind of a regular group that comes in. And I just wanted to check in, make sure all my friends are doing okay in this weirdness that's going on in the world. So welcome, and I hope you come back. I really appreciate folks that come to watch my videos. Let's see. That's smart, Ron. Oh, me, let's see. Shane knows JT. JT with 3 exclamation points. That's like a hey, old friend, so I'll bet you Shane knows him. That's good, Ron. Drifter has come in the house. Hello, Drifter. All right. I've been trying to avoid this the last couple times you've been in here. I am horrendous on names, okay? I'll tell you that right now. And you have told me your name at least 4 or 5 times. But I got to ask again. Drifter, what is your name? And I apologize ahead of time. Prepsteader Bob is in the house. Hey, Bob, how you doing? Everything going real good up there, and y'all are still snow country, I think, aren't you? Or is it starting to go away? I mean, here we are at the end of March. It ought to be getting a little bit better. There's a couple that hadn't stuck their noses in that are always here, and it worries me when they're not. Mary Grace hadn't stuck her head in yet. That worries me because she's always here. And, hey, Don. Feeling okay. No energy, but that's become my new normal. But other than the low energy, I'm feeling okay. I just sitting here wishing all this crud would go away so that get the surgery rescheduled. I don't like sitting around waiting on that, but there's nothing I can do about it anyway. Yeah, she does come in late. But anyway, Mary Grace and June Carden. June's missed a couple. One was for the company Christmas party, and the other one's for a funeral. But she's usually in here, and when I don't see her, it kind of worries me. The rest of the regulars are in here. There's one or two that come and go. It worries me when I don't see those two. Well, how come I don't know him? If y'all have known him, Ron's known him, Shane's known him. You mean I missed some good channels? I'll tell you all a channel, and I know one person in here that will not agree with me. I know another person in here that will agree with me. I'll tell you all a good channel to watch. And I'm going to tell you right up front, I'm surprised I like it. I really am. But I do. And that's the Crockers. Now, I know one person in here don't care too much for the Crockers. I know another person in here that was going to meet the Crockers here about this week, wasn't it, Shane? And the Oklahoma meetup got canceled because of all the garbage going on. But if y'all want to see somebody that is not a homestead, he doesn't know what he's doing, but he is making a sincere effort to learn to do things right and live truly out in the boonies, off-grid, go watch the Crockers. I actually like that channel. Yeah, Don, I'm kind of glad that I'm not actually feeling bad. Just I can put up with the low energy. The low energy is frustrating. That's the biggest thing. Frustrating. Not being able to do stuff that I used to do real easy. And don't anybody be a smart aleck and say I'm getting old. I am older. I am not old. My wife actually looked it up. She looked up the term elderly. And she picks at me about it now because she found out that legally, the legal term elderly exists. And it's for people 65 and over. And I turned 65 in January. So now she tells me I'm elderly. Yeah. I am older. I am not old. Let's see. Buffering. Hope it's not buffering too bad. That's a good way to put it, Walter. That's an excellent way to put it. Oh. Of course, a lot of it's not just the mileage, it's what kind of miles. Just like a car, you're putting some rough miles on it where you don't ever change the oil and just drive it till it quits. Or you putting good, easy mileage on it where you're paying attention to the upkeep. It's not just the miles, it's what kind of miles. As a friend told me one time, not too long ago. He said that if he had known, and he's not even 50 yet. I think Dave is 49. He's pushing 50, but he's not 50 yet. He said, if I had known I was going to live this long, I'd have taken better care of my body. Oh, he abused his body a lot when he was young. Well, the way everybody's responding, it sort of answered the question that's the title of the video. I wanted to make sure everybody was doing good, doing okay, that all this garbage going on hadn't slammed you down any, or I just, from knowing the people I know that come to this channel, I don't think there's any fearful types in there. I did a video 2-3 days ago, which has gotten demonetized because it mentioned one time, 15-minute video, and I spent 3 seconds talking about the coronavirus, and that got it demonetized. But if y'all are having troubles with worrying about the stuff that's going on, and I don't think you are, I think most of the people that are in here have a pretty good handle on fear and dealing with it and all. But if you don't, you missed that video, and if you don't, and it's bothering you, fearful, if it's making you fearful, because I see a lot of people around here that are fearful about it. Go to that video. I think I'm pointing in the right direction. It might be over here. I think it's over here. I'm not sure. I'll put a link up there after this video is over to a video I did the other day. And if you're fearful, I know that I'm not going to say 100%, but I'd say 95% of the people that watch my videos are Christians and they believe in the Bible. Go to Psalms 91. Tell you all you need to know about fear. Don, you gonna make me talk about politics, aren't you? No, the virus is not a scam. And yes, the virus is a scam. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all my version of what's going on. I might be right, and y'all ain't gonna believe I say this. I might be wrong. I never admit that. But here's what I think's going on. Take just a minute to go through it. I think the coronavirus exists. I think it originated in Wuhan, China, just like they say. I don't think it's a virus created by the Chinese military to use as a biological weapon. I think it exists. I think they let it get out of control over there. I think they weren't very quick to share the information, just like any communist country, and it got over here. I think it's probably a little bit worse than some flu. I think it's not as bad as other kinds of flu. But basically, while it's not the flu, it's biologically, it's a little bit different than the flu. As far as affecting us, anything to have to do with y'all and me and all, I just think of it as the flu. A little bit worse than some, not as bad as others. Where does the scam come in? I don't do politics on here, but here we go. The Democrats tried Russia, and failed. Collusion, and failed. Ukraine, and failed. Impeachment, and failed. And they have got a geriatric communist and a former vice president with Alzheimer's trying to beat Trump. And we know how that would go. And the Democrats think that the only way to beat Trump is to destroy the economy, because there has never been a president reelected during a bad economy. That's just a fact. I think they latched onto this virus to be something to pull the economy down, intentionally hurt people like you and me, just to beat Trump. And where did they get that idea? How many of y'all recognize the name Rahm Emanuel? He was one of Obama's main advisors when Obama was president, and then he was mayor of Chicago for 1 or 2 terms. Well, Rahm Emanuel famously said when Obama was president, never let a good crisis go to waste. So accidentally, there's a thing called the coronavirus, COVID-19, that has made its way over here. And the media, who is the public relations arm of the Democratic Party, with the help of the Democratic Party, has blown it up into this crisis that now has all of us sitting at home afraid to get within 20 miles of our neighbor. That's the part that is a scam. The virus itself, no. There's a virus out there. It makes some people sick. It makes people that are older, that have emphysema, that have a compromised immune system, it makes them sick. It might kill them. But in general, it's no worse and no better than most of the flu bugs out there. The Democrats are just using it with the help of the media to blow it into a crisis in an attempt to win in November. Now, I'm done with that. I am done with politics on this video. Now, let me catch up. Hey, JR. Came in the middle of my diatribe, huh? Well, everybody got quiet. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to get y'all where you wouldn't say anything. Oh, me. Switchel, don't y'all forget Switchel. We got hot weather coming up, and this is the best hydration drink you can have. There's a video a week or two ago about it. Best hydration drink you can have for staying hydrated and also getting other benefits when you're out in the heat working or when you're inside. It's just generally good for you. I drink more of this than I used to drink gin and tonic back in my drinking days, and that's saying something because I can put some gin and tonic away. Goat shed. Goat shed, goat shed. Lynn, I didn't see you come in. How are you doing? I hadn't seen you in a couple of videos. Hope everything's okay out in the goat shed. Drifter, you can't have ginger floaties. What, the texture turns you off or what? Because the ginger is part of what makes that so good for you. No cases in your county, Glenn? That is awesome. We've got 5 or 6 cases in the county where I live, 1 death. And we got one of the cases in the hospital here in very critical condition is a 34, 36-year-old woman who, okay, 4 or 5 months before I was diagnosed with cancer, which was October of 2018, 4 or 5 months earlier, I had had a heart attack and got a stent put in, another stent. I've got 10. got another stent put in. And after that, the doctor prescribed cardiac rehab for me. And the cardiac rehab lab at Piedmont here in Jasper, this really, really great gal is the nurse in charge. Samantha and I did not jihad to start with at all. I didn't like her and she didn't like me. I got no filters, and if I felt like saying something, I'd say it with all the other patients in there. And she and I just didn't jihad at all. But I was going 3 times a week, and as time passed, both of our attitudes changed toward the other person. And Samantha's an absolutely awesome girl. And right now she's in ICU here at the local hospital in a drug-induced coma. Trying to pull her out of it. Y'all can add her to the prayer list I keep dumping on y'all. Boy, I had so many people that y'all are supposed to pray for. Between my videos and praying, y'all won't have time to do anything else. But girl named Samantha Cook, add her to it. Good girl, really good girl. Nice family, husband, kids, and a very strong Christian. So add her to the list and ask God to kind of keep his eye on her. Let's see. So you're surrounded, Lynn, but it's not in your county. That's cool. The county just north of me doesn't have any. Prepstetter, your hospital is empty. Call them and ask them if they got a spare operating room. I'll get my doctor to fly up there, and we'll come up there, and I'll get my surgery up there, because they ain't going to happen down here anytime soon. Shane, you don't know what you're missing. It's some good stuff. That sucks when young people. It stinks when young people die anyway, and it really stinks when something like this coronavirus, which I really, in general, don't think is that big a deal, gets them. I had a doctor here. He's no longer a practicing doctor. He retired, and he's arguing with me about how bad coronavirus is, and if you don't think it's bad, how would you feel if your wife or daughter got it, or if you got it? Scientists can't look at individuals. You got to look at big numbers. I mean, anything, there's 1 or 2 people that get killed. We're going to quit driving cars because my mom might get killed in a car wreck. Now, statistics are based on big numbers, and success rates of drugs are based on big numbers, because that's what we were arguing about. We were arguing about whether or not that malarial drug combined with Z-Pak would work. He says it needs more studies. I say people are dying while we're waiting on the studies. But where was I going with that? Did y'all see it leave? I had it right here. Right there in the front of my mind. It went, did y'all see it leave? Because I don't remember where I was going with that. Oh. Kinfolk Farm. Shane, you need a second job. You've already got 2 jobs. You already got a second job. You want a third job? You're a truck driver. You're a chicken farmer. Well, chicken, turkey, quail. You're wanting another job? I thought you'd have enough at that point. Yeah, and you're fixing to be a pig farmer. What, the 28th of April is when you're supposed to go get them? So you're fixing to be a truck driver. We'll just generally put all the fowl together, the chickens and the turkey and the quail. You're a bird farmer. So you're a truck driver, a bird farmer, and fixing to be a pig farmer. So you're looking for job number 4? Lynn, what are you talking about? When it's right here and just goes zoom before you can get it out? Yeah, that's frustrating as all get out. Everybody says I'm getting Alzheimer's. No, I'm not. It's called, I've had it for my entire life, and it's called CRS. Can't remember. I ain't going to say the other one. C for a mind. Yeah, JR, here's where I put it. I have got the best hard drive in the world. That hard drive right there is about a 10 million terabyte hard drive. The problem is, right up here where your RAM is, I think I'm still operating at 256K. I got a really good hard drive and lousy RAM. You can ask me 20 years from now what I was just thinking about that left. I'll pull it out of the hard drive. It'll be there. But when it needs to be up in the RAM working, I don't have any RAM. Oh. No, Walter, that truck driver in that song, I used to be a truck driver, so I know all the truck driver songs. That chicken farmer was a smart chicken farmer. He could haul more chickens than he could cross a scale with, and that was all because of a stick. Now, who remembers how that worked in the song? What was the stick for, and why did it make it where he could haul more chickens? Let's see how much y'all know about old truck driving music. Either y'all don't know or you're sitting there typing away, trying to come up with why a stick was important to a chicken hauler. I don't know if y'all are typing away, if you're waiting with bated breath for me to tell you. All right, JR can't remember. Here it is. When he'd pull up on the scales and he's sitting there overweight because too many chickens in the back, he'd take that stick and he'd reach out the window, reach back, and he'd start banging on the side of the truck, make the chickens fly. Well, when the chickens started flying, they came up on, they're not sitting on the bottom of their cages. They're in the air, they're flying, and the truck gets lighter. You can go across the scales and not be overweight and not get a ticket. Y'all like all those old truck driving songs? Oh, God. The one about the Haynesville Road up in Maine. It was before Interstate 95 went all the way to the Canadian border. And the Haynesville Woods. Longest 100 miles in the world. I think the name of the song was the Haynesville Woods. And there's one about... all right, I know Shane will know this one because I am drawing a blank. What is the pass? Wolf Creek Pass. There you go. Y'all remember the song Wolf Creek Pass? I didn't know about Wolf Creek Pass. I'd heard the song, but I didn't know what highway it was. And back in my truck driving days, part of what I did was pull a lowboy, haul heavy equipment, and I loaded up in Colorado Springs one Friday with an armored personnel carrier, overweight, that was going to the docks in Los Angeles to be shipped to Japan or somewhere. And you're not supposed to run overweight on the weekends. To heck with that. I'm not going to sit here, load up on a Friday, and then just have to sit, not go anywhere till Monday. I got out the map. And I found me a way that I could get part way there without being on any major roads, big enough roads to run on, but not a major road where the cops were liable to be watching. And I cut out Friday. And Friday night after dark in the winter with snow on the ground, I got on this highway that said that was going west off the interstate, and it would take me over to another road that would take me on south. Midnight on a snowy night, cold, I found out that highway I was on was going to wind up going over Wolf Creek Pass. That was fun. Overweight, over wide, and scared to death. If anybody knows what pucker factor is, I was at about a 10.9. No, not even with a sledgehammer and a toothpick. See you, Lynn. Go work on that garden. That's more important than watching my videos. That garden feeds you. All I do is give you something to laugh at. Oh, me. Oh, me. Well, I guess everybody's doing pretty good that's in here. I still worry about, the whole point of this video today was making sure all my friends are doing okay, and it sounds like y'all are. Still worried about Mary Grace and June. I've got Mary Grace's phone number. I can call her, make sure she's okay. Thomas, are you still in here and just sitting back not saying much? Anyway, we're getting pretty close to when I need to end this thing anyway. I don't believe in just staying on just to build watch time. Oh, Bob's sitting here watching it snow. Just a few minutes ago, you said you were down to Apaches and going away. I guess Thomas disappeared. But just wanted to, I don't believe in sitting here stretching out a video just to get watch time. And I really don't have a whole lot more to add. Like I say, I just wanted to make sure everybody's okay. All the folks that come in on a Sunday, give a half an hour of their time to watch me run off at the mouth. Y'all don't know how I appreciate the fact that y'all come in and watch my videos. The live streams, which I got to get back to doing actual live streams that are homesteading oriented. I got to get back to doing that, and my other videos. You don't know how much I appreciate it. I really do. And don't forget, if you got a couple of bucks you want to throw somewhere, don't throw it at me. Down there, there's a link in the description of the video. Link is to the Hope Lodge, part of the American Cancer Society, but it's not contributing to the American Cancer Society. Hey, Patricia, that's okay. It's not contributing to the American Cancer Society. It's contributing to the Hope Lodge here in Atlanta. And there's a video back somewhere. If I remember when this is over, I will put a link to it. I don't remember if it's over here, or I think it's over here. I think the link will be over here, showing what the Hope Lodge is all about. And if you want to contribute to a good charity, that'd be a good one. And don't forget, there's video up this past week if this whole coronavirus thing is driving you nuts and scaring you. not the last, I think it was the last video I did, might have been the one before that. Go back and take a look at that. It tells you all you need to know about fear. Because fear is addressed in Psalms 91. By the way, I consider Psalms to be an owner's manual for your life. It tells you what you need to do, what you need to not do, how you need to treat people, everything. Book of Psalms is a good owner's manual for your life. But let's see. Hey Bob, that's not the June I'm talking about. Oh God, Shane, I don't care what color your car was when it came out of the factory. Right now, it's yellowish green around here. Those pine trees you love so much. Shane loves his pine trees. I want to get out there with my chainsaw and cut down every pine tree on the property, not have anything left but hardwoods. But anyway, I'm gonna call it an evening. Y'all just have an awesome week. I mean, you've got all the time in the world to have an awesome week because they got everything shut down. You can't go do anything. If you're looking for a way to spend your time, spend it having an awesome week. And y'all do know how to have an awesome week. Sometimes it's not very easy, but it's always really, really, really simple. Awesome weeks only require two things. Awesome weeks require that you know that the tomb was empty and that he is alive. That's all it takes. Those make for awesome weeks. So y'all take it easy, and I'll either see you next Sunday at 6 o'clock or in one of the other videos that I will put up between now and next Sunday. Should be 2 or 3 this coming week. And if not, I'll just see you next Sunday. And again, thanks for coming by. Thanks for watching my videos. I will see y'all later. Bye.